Selena Gomez and Benny Blanco's engagement made Jake Paul do last-minute change to Jutta Leerdam proposal. Find out. If you liked the video, please subscribe and comment. Jake Paul redesigned Jutta Leerdam's engagement ring after she saw Selena Gomez's. Here's how the last-minute change came just in time for the proposal. Jake Paul had already chosen a unique engagement ring for his fiancée, Olympic speed skater Jutta Leerdam. But a glance at Selena Gomez's engagement ring made Leerdam change her mind, and Paul had to act fast. Paul told Us Weekly that Leerdam loved the diamonds on the band of Gomez's ring. She saw Selena Gomez's ring, Paul said. She was like, "I love the diamonds on the band, but I already had the ring." Paul stated that he had to send the ring back to the jeweler just before proposing. "So, I gave it back to the jeweler and he put the diamonds down the band as soon as possible because I needed it really fast," he said. The jeweler completed the update in just 10 days, giving Paul enough time to propose on March 21st during a trip to St. Lucia. Before the last-minute update, Jake Paul had already added several personal touches to the engagement ring. He said he had chosen an oval shape to reflect the form of a speed skating rink, as a tribute to Jutta Leerdam's athletic career. The ring also featured 2 hearts on the side and included both of their birthstones. The design was intended to celebrate their relationship and her achievements. Even with the change inspired by Selena Gomez's ring, the final version remained a combination of Paul's original vision and Leerdam's preferences. Jake Paul proposed to Jutta Leerdam on March 21st in St. Lucia, and she described the moment as unforgettable. Speaking at the Paul American premiere, Leerdam said she had a feeling the proposal might be coming, but wasn't completely sure. She was surprised when her parents showed up afterward, calling it the best day ever. Paul shared that the proposal was meant to be a surprise, even though Leerdam had suspected something. The couple plans to hold off on wedding preparations until after the 2026 Winter Olympics, as Paul stated they have a lot happening in their lives and want the wedding to be perfect. Jake Paul, who is known for his boxing career and his past role on Disney Channel's Bizaardvark, shared that his relationship with Jutta Leerdam has positively impacted his life. He mentioned that Leerdam motivates him to be better, as her dedication to training inspires him. He stated that if there's a day when he was supposed to take a break, but she's out for a run, he joins her. Paul also shared that from the start of their relationship, he told Leerdam he aspired to be like her one day, particularly in becoming a world champion. Selena Gomez says, "Women have it much worse, dealing with social media hate. It's the character that gets judged." Selena Gomez says that when it comes to dealing with negative social media comments, women have it worse. During a recent appearance on the On Purpose with Jay Shetty podcast, Gomez and her fiancé, Benny Blanco, discussed social media hate. While Blanco said he doesn't read into what people think about him, Gomez shared a different view on the topic. "I was also going to point out that women have it much worse," Gomez said. "From my perspective, it's pretty wild, and I think this isn't news to anybody that obviously women have a lot more intense feelings from their appearance to what they're wearing to everything." Look of the week. Selena Gomez and Benny Blanco's love language is matching looks. CNN coordinated celebrity couple looks are a tale as old as time. From Victoria and David Beckham's memorable matching leather ensembles in 1999 to Britney Spears and Justin Timberlake's iconic double denim attire in 2001, numerous stars have synchronized their wardrobes to express their relationship status. The latest couple to embrace the matchy-matchy trend is actress and singer Selena Gomez and record producer Benny Blanco. Newly engaged and fresh from releasing a new album, I Said I Love You First, marking their first project as a couple, the pop music duo was spotted in coordinated Western outfits as they arrived at Madison Square Garden in New York to watch the Knicks vs. Celtics basketball game on Tuesday. Gomez and Blanco looked like a mirror image of each other as they wore matching camel-colored, calf-skimming coats and low-heeled cowboy-style boots. But they also added individual touches to their looks. Gomez opted for classic pieces including blue jeans and a black handbag, while Blanco ditched his typical rainbow colors for a pair of cowprint pants and a striped baby blue and white Coors rodeo work shirt. During the game, the couple sat courtside and posed affectionately for the Jumbotron. The approach to joint dressing was not a departure from the norm for Gomez and Blanco, who first met in 2015 when Blanco co-produced Gomez's single Same Old Love. Last December, they announced their engagement on Instagram, with Gomez showing off her glittering Marquise-cut diamond ring. Since then, the pair have appeared together publicly at several high-profile events, including the 82nd Annual Golden Globes in January, where Gomez wore a pastel blue off-the-shoulder gown alongside Blanco in a harmoniously pale white suit. In February, they appeared on the cover of Interview magazine, clad in matching pinstripe zoot suits, Gomez in full glam makeup and Blanco nestling dotingly onto her shoulder with his usual groomed scruff. The couple also made a stylish appearance at the 2025 Oscars in March, with Gomez dazzling in a custom Ralph Lauren gown, featuring over 16,000 drops of glass and hand-sewn Rosemont crystals, and Blanco opting for a white suit and diamond brooch instead of a tie. Both exuded an air of old Hollywood glamour, though Blanco later commented on The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon that Gomez deserved a Medal of Honor for her glamorous effort. Meanwhile, he joked that he looked like a slob in comparison. While that was far from the case, it appears that Blanco never misses the opportunity to praise Gomez. That's evident on his TikTok account, which often features him cooking for her, prompting some followers to endearingly joke that his page has become a Gomez fan account. The collaboration between the singer and her producer fiancé has big romantic appeal but mostly contains serviceable, pastiched pop songs that reveal little about their love story. For a star who's been publicly unlucky in love, Selena Gomez has a surprisingly rich catalog of love songs. There's the title track of her 2015 album, Revival, whose subject basks in the romantic glow of self-discovery. Her biggest hit to date is a profession of tenderness for a woman rising from the ashes of heartbreak. You see what I'm getting at? Gomez has historically been the object of her own affection. And while so-called empowerment pop always runs the risk of corniness, the details of Gomez's biography have made hers feel earned. Resilient in the face of vicious scrutiny of her relationships and health struggles, Gomez became both a credible mirror to her listeners' pain and a beacon for their shot at redemption. While her peers spend their days furiously plotting performances of vulnerability, Gomez may be the most convincingly down-to-earth pop star we have. All of that transformative, hard-won self-love has unlocked a new era for Gomez. These days, her love songs have a different object. Love You First is her 7th studio album and first full-length collaboration with Benny Blanco, to whom she is recently engaged. Blanco and Gomez's professional relationship extends back at least a decade, to when he co-wrote and produced some of the more radio-oriented singles on Revival. He may lack his fiancée's seismic celebrity, but Blanco's fingerprints are all over modern-day pop. A former Dr. Luke protege, he's behind #1 hits by the likes of Katy Perry, Maroon 5, and Justin Bieber. Even so, such behind-the-scenes players rarely get co-billing with A-list singers. Here, the gesture clearly serves the album's meta-narrative. Selena and Benny are in love, and their love is a meeting of musical minds. Mazel tov to the happy couple. Absent this meta-narrative, I Said I Love You First is quite scattershot, an odd collection of songs that sound like other songs, incongruous spoken interludes, and one random reggaeton track. I Can't Get Enough. First released in 2019. In interviews, Blanco and Gomez underscored the ease with which the album came together. They worked on it at home, in bed, they said. In light of the results, this has had the unfortunate effect of making me more sympathetic to return-to-office mandates. The record opens with Gomez speaking about growing up and embracing change, in a clip lifted from a farewell address to the cast of her Disney Channel show Wizards of Waverly Place, then launches into a lament for her youth. It ends with a twinkly little paean about the fragile nature of love. In between, the loosest outline of a narrative arc traces the fading of one relationship into another. Considering her plethora of other jobs, actress, professional home cook, elder comic whisperer, beauty mogul, it's easy to forget that Gomez has been releasing music for the better part of 2 decades. A product of the Disney ecosystem in the era of Miley and Demi, her initial entry seemed more a matter of professional obligation than passion. Lacking a distinct musical point of view, or at least the creative freedom to realize one, she meandered from spunky yet polished pop rock with erstwhile band the scene in the late aughts to slick, maximalist dance pop in the early 2010s. With Revival, things finally started to gel. Gomez stopped stretching her slight voice to dimensions it couldn't fill and embraced ASMR pop, whisper singing over skeletal production. The recipe yielded some of the best songs of her career. Now, as then, Lana Del Rey looms large in Gomez's music. In a recent interview, Blanco called Gomez the original sad girl, Lana Erasure. At times, that inspiration flies dangerously close to pastiche. Hear how Gomez dribbles her words like syrup over the backbeat of "You Said You Were Sorry," which could pass for a honeymoon B-side. On "How Does It Feel to Be Forgotten," her singing is heavy-lidded and the lyrics deliciously bitchy, while Blanco's production cleans up Dan Auerbach's from ultraviolence. Both songs are laden with classic Lana signifiers: the Pacific Coast Highway, lipstick, diamonds. The horny, featherweight trap of Cowboy, too, sounds familiar. It's a smooth ride with satin reins until its jarring outro, where Glorilla shows up, uncredited, to deliver a body account of her bedroom prowess, an uncomfortable sort of racialized ventriloquism through which Gomez signposts her own sexuality. Lana is no stranger to this kind of thing. Gomez is an actress, and Lana is just one of her characters. When collaborators appear, Gomez doesn't tease out new sounds and ideas with them, but borrows their aesthetics wholesale. Charlie XCX and 100 Jex's Dylan Brady help her throw an all-night rager on Bluest Flame, bringing the vocal filters and club beats from Brat, but not enough uppers to make it convincing. Ojos Tristes, written and produced with dream pop band The Marias, is like a fraternal twin to their song, No One Noticed, and cribs heavily from a third source, a 1981 song by the British-Spanish singer Jeanette. Much of this music is perfectly serviceable. I'd just rather listen to the originals. Call Me When You Break Up, the album's Gracie Abrams, featuring second single, is more enticing, brisk, and bubbly, with curious lyrics that cascade like falling bombs in Kaboom. It is also the only song here on which Julia Michaels, a common denominator in Gomez's best and most idiosyncratic work, is credited. The song dips into themes of jealousy and regret, which surface with surprising frequency on an album ostensibly about devotion. On Younger and Hotter Than Me, Gomez achingly sizes herself up against a former flame's new girlfriend. Don't Take It Personally addresses a partner's ex, kindly, if somewhat condescending, wishing her the best. This is where I Said I Love You first gets most interesting, when Gomez sings not about a romantic partner, but about his romantic partners, past and present, hinting at the messy webs that entangle even the most successful relationships. As for the relationship in question, for the purposes of this record, it's mostly sublimated into sex, nowhere more conspicuously than on Sunset Boulevard. There's no need to unpack why the juvenile bait-and-switch of "I can't wait to hold that big, hard heart" is embarrassing. It's even worse that Gomez's delivery for the rest of the song is joyless, suggesting immediate retreat from a joke she knew wouldn't land. Really, There's minimal evidence of joy anywhere on "I Said I Love You First," despite its heart-eyed packaging. But rather than an indication of romantic strife, this subdued quality is a useful reminder of the limits of the authenticity paradigm in pop. An artist's personal life, their music, and how they present each constitute separate circles of a Venn diagram. Stars can entertain us, they can mirror us, but they can never be known to us, really. And yet, in a way, Gomez has never seemed more relatable to those of us who have phoned it in